This is Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Welcome to Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Crimson Tide. This place is charged up and ready for a big game today. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. At the 25. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. The shotgun handoff here. Fighting off the defender. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Boy, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
Dean on the first play moves it to the 43. It'll be first down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looks like he's going to run it. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
There's the handoff. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. Dogs will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They're going to run it here. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Handoff from the shotgun. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. Handoff to the back. Oh, look at the quick cut. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And the pass is batted down, broken up on 4th down. What a play.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
His line getting set up. It's a first down play. Ball handed off. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around, to give him a chance to get out in space, are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Just not a lot of room there on the RPO on third down for the offense. Give the defense a lot of credit. They sat back initially, and then they overcommitted to stop that running game, and it worked out.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Trying for a 4th down completion. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. The catch is made inside the 10. And he's into the end zone easily. But this might be coming back. There's a flag on the field. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Tries to get it to the running back. The sure hands. It's Jones. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Georgia now operating in the red zone. Handoff here from the shotgun. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. The Bulldogs will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
PAT makes it 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Play action here on 1st down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defense coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Second down, we're going to throw it. and he pulls in the catch. An explosive game, big play, moves the ball inside the 40.
The end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 7, Alabama 0.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Tries the right with a quick throw. He makes the grab. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
You know, in these spread offenses, the game just keeps evolving, and the opportunities keep presenting themselves for the big guys to be able to run a corner route. So hard to cover this.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quick pass, the catch is made. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. They don't pick up the blitzers, and it's a sack.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
After a disastrous first down play, they're backed up on 2nd and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's got it right near the end zone. Receiver steps out just short of the goal line.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So what's the play call? It's 4th and goal from the 3. And they're trying to punch it in here. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Catch made on the left side. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the first down.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray and more recently Jake Fromm and, of course, Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from him. Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. Come to the line for second down and very short now. They'll run the option. The back's got to run a pitch. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, the ball's knocked loose. It's a turnover. And
for the ball carrier here, because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Now it's second down here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
Georgia has moved into the red zone. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line. The offense knocking on the door here with a 1st and goal. It's a shotgun run call. And we're able to get him down. So just 1 for 3 on red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Good pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Georgia.
Georgia. Number 87 with the carry.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. It's a squib kick fielded by one of the up men. Tackle is made at the 35. Good job by the kick return at that time.
1st and 10 will take over. 1st and 10.
It's like the final play of the half coming up. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. The Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Dogs will kick this away to start the second half. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Catch made at the 20 and the deep shot. Big gain. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Just ran away from the defense.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake, and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team. We'll see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. He goes out of bounds, but not before reaching the 49-yard line. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. The Bulldogs looking to use the up-tempo offense here. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. It's intercepted, trying to fire it into a tight window. He goes down quickly, but that's a takeaway to this defense. Important play.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's intercepted, deflected at the line of scrimmage. He's got some room and some blockers here. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. He hands it off from the gun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Trying to create here on the move. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 2-yard game, 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Here's that defense shifting again. Bringing pressure. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
The Dogs pick up enough for a 1st down here. A pre-snap motion from the offense. Cross play to the running back going left. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. Can he get in?
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
The Dogs will line up here on 1st down and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Solid tackle, able to get him down. Offense facing 2nd and goal. As a design quarterback keeper. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. The Bulldogs come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. A field goal would make this a 2-score game. They elect to go for it on 4th down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on the design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Now the delay is called. Offense took a little too much time there. All right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And a nice 1st down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker. The backfield is empty here for 2nd and inches. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Finds his target. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Makes the 1st down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. A new set of downs after that completion.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. It's an out route, the catch made, and he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
That is high awareness for that receiver to know where the sticks were and adjust the route accordingly.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Now they're running on the toss. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain of the play. He's out of bounds, and that'll end the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 14, Alabama 7.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And now the running back's got it again. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Brings up third down.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And it's incomplete in the very back of the end zone.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and the receiver just not quite on the same page there on that third down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. And he'll set up to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs here in the late stages of this game.
Oh, so close to executing here on the fourth down play in the fourth quarter. You're only down a possession. Now you got to rely on your defense to come up with a stop and get your offense back onto the field.
Looks to the left for a quick throw. And he's got it. Tackle made after a solid game. Will spot the ball at the 31.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. You think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Incomplete. Second down coming up. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. The defense with more pre-snap movement. He's running out of time here. He's looking to scramble. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Second down after that previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. And they pick up the first on the ground. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting fourth down and inches. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. First and 10 now for the offense. Sticking with the running game. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders, just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
The offense has done well to chew some clock here. Now they'll come up on second down. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a third and short. How aggressive will they play it? And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
He will lose 10 yards on that carry. Good play by the defense.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coached team, who's going to execute better, and just as importantly, not letting the moment get to your head. That's a nice win for this head coach and his team.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.